Hello, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are having These are all meatless chicken nuggets. I specifically chose these brands because I've never tried these brands before, other than the Whole Foods brand. I've had Morningstar and Gardein, Beyond, and Impossible. I just wanted to try out other brands that sell meatless chicken nuggets and see if there's one that's better than Beyond or Impossible or those other brands. So over here we have Jack and Annie's. I think the packaging is really cute, and every time I go to Whole Foods, it's almost sold out. So I think a lot of people like this brand, so we'll see. Here we have the Whole Foods brand. I've had this plenty of times, but I just wanted to include this in this video. And then over here we have corn, I don't know, another meatless brand. And we have Simulate, and the packaging for this is pretty interesting. I don't know how to feel. I'm gonna cook these in the oven for 15 minutes, and then we will try the chicken nuggets and see which one is the best. All right, and we're back. I decided to cook 2 of each brand just in case I wanted to taste the chicken nugget a second time. I'm gonna have a close-up shot of the chicken nuggets, but over here on the top left corner is the corn brand. The top right corner is Jack and Annie's. The bottom left corner is Simulate. And the bottom right corner is the Whole Foods brand. So right off the bat, the Simulate chicken nuggets look the most like McDonald's chicken nuggets. I feel like the Whole Foods brand looks the most like an actual chicken nugget. It looks breaded and flaky and crispy. The other ones do too, but I don't know. Also, I was reading the packaging and the back of the brands, and some of them are quite different from each other. So as I taste them, I will talk about the ingredients. But without further ado, let's get started. All right, we're gonna start with corn first. Let me read some of the ingredients. The first ingredient is mycoprotein. And you might be wondering, what is mycoprotein? I was wondering the same thing too. Let me put the fork down. It says mycoprotein is a mold, member of the fungi family. There have been rare cases of allergic reactions to products that contain mycoprotein. I have no idea if I'm allergic to mycoprotein, so we'll find out in a few minutes. Also, the corn nuggets are not vegan because they contain egg and milk. Other than that, it contains wheat flour, and I believe it's soy-free as well. So let's try it. There's a nice layer of breading on the outside. It's crispy. The actual like meatless chicken part, it doesn't have much flavor. There's some flavor. I feel like it could use a little bit of salt. And the breading tastes like it has more flavor than the actual inside. I'd say it's still good as a meatless chicken nugget, but it's definitely not one of the best meatless chicken nuggets I've tried. I give that a solid 6. My rating might change later though, so we'll see. Okay, next we have Jack and Annie's, and let's read a little bit about Jack and Annie's. So, do you want to guess what the #1 ingredient in Jack and Annie's is? It's jackfruit. I have never heard of a chicken nugget made out of jackfruit. I know that some vegan food is made out of jackfruit, like you use the actual fruit, and then you make like a vegan pulled pork with jackfruit. But this is pretty cool. So it's made out of jackfruit, and it also contains soy, wheat, and other ingredients. And also the name of the brand, Jack and Annie's, it's Jack because it's made out of jackfruit, and Annie's the person who created the brand, which I think is so cool. And I think Jack and Annie's has the cutest packaging out of all 4. I don't know, it's just really cute. So let's go ahead and try Jack and Annie's. I think this is the smallest out of the 4 brands though. Interesting. I can definitely tell that's meatless. The breading is pretty good. The inside Definitely has more flavor than corn's. The initial taste is very interesting. I don't know how to describe it, but the aftertaste, I don't know if I like. The inside is pretty firm. I think I like the taste. The initial taste and the aftertaste, I'm getting used to those. I really don't know how to describe the taste other than it just tastes like, when you taste something plant-based or meatless, I feel like you can tell that it's not actually real meat. Like, it just has a distinct taste to it. I feel like I'm getting a hint of sweetness and some saltiness, but not too sweet, not too salty. It doesn't really taste like jackfruit though. So I was expecting more of a jackfruit taste, but I'm glad it doesn't taste like straight up jackfruit. I think I like this better than corn. All right, let's move on to the Whole Foods brand. The Whole Foods brand contains wheat and soy, and then there's like a whole bunch of seasoning to it. Nothing too special. So let's go ahead and taste it. There's a reason why I get this often. The breading is crispy and flaky, and the inside, it's definitely a different taste than corn and Jack and Annie's. I feel like I like the taste more than Jack and Annie's. It definitely tastes like soy, and I like it a lot. It's so good. I have nothing bad to say about it. Just the right amount of savoriness and crispiness. Absolutely delicious. All right, last but not least is Simulate. So I looked up Simulate, and the website definitely matched the vibe of the packaging. It was giving futuristic year 3000. It was literally giving simulation. So Simulate also contains soy and wheat, and that's all I have to say about that. I like the shape of this. It's very unique. Well, I definitely like the shape of this the most compared to the other three brands. Let's give it a taste. Did they literally simulate a meatless version of McDonald's chicken nuggets? The taste and the texture is very reminiscent of McDonald's chicken nuggets. I haven't eaten McDonald's chicken nuggets in probably a decade, but from what I remember, it was pretty similar to this. But keeping that in mind, the outside, the breading, is not as crispy as the Whole Foods brand or the corn brand. And the inside is very, very firm, but it has an interesting flavor to it. I definitely taste the soy, but it's a different kind of soy taste from the Whole Foods brand. I don't know if I like it that much. After this first round of tasting, I think number one for me is the Whole Foods brand, and then Jack and Annie's, and then Simulate, and then corn. But let me taste these again. So we got corn. I definitely really like the crispiness, but the inside definitely has flavor. But I'm left wishing that there was more salt to it. But I really like how crispy the breading is, and it's pretty big compared to the other brands. Jack and Annie's. I definitely like the taste of this more than corn, but the breading is not crispy. Maybe I should have cooked it longer in the oven. But the taste definitely makes up for the lack of crispy breading. Whole Foods. I just love the crispiness, and the inside is pretty thick too. And I really like the aftertaste. And finally, Simulate. Okay, after tasting the other three, Simulate is kind of bland. It has that soy flavor, but I feel like it's kind of lacking. So, the final results. Number 1 is the Whole Foods brand. Number 2 is Jack and Annie's. Number 3 is corn. And number 4 is Simulate. At Whole Foods, I saw spicy versions of these chicken nuggets, and I was so tempted to get the spicy version, but I wanted to try the original first, just to see. Although, I don't think the Whole Foods brand of chicken nuggets has a spicy version. But we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you're looking for meatless chicken nuggets to try out, definitely try these brands. I think they're definitely worth a try. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!